factors like air, water, sunlight we have discussed. In today's class we are going to learn about another important factor, that is chlorophyll and photosynthesis. Okay. Before going to start the class, only one small suggestion to you. So please subscribe my channel and support my channel, like, comment. If you subscribe, if you comment, if you like, definitely I will make more videos. Okay, and share your views, which chapter you want or which subtopic you want. Okay, first you subscribe and comment. In comments you can tell that which topic you want. So definitely I will do it for you. Okay, so right, let us start. What is meant by chlorophyll? As we know that chlorophyll is a green color substance present in plants. In the previous experiment, which was conducted by Ingenhouse's hydrilla experiment, he found that role of light on photosynthesis. Thereafter, Ingenhouse could carry out many experiments and find that green plants or green parts of the plant could carry out photosynthesis. His finding is only green parts of the plants could carry out photosynthesis. Okay, what about these type of different colored leaves? Could they carry out photosynthesis? And one more doubt. Okay, even some animals are green in color, like birds, especially parrot. Okay, so do parrot carry out photosynthesis? Okay, so these type of questions remain until the discovery of chlorophyll and its nature. Okay, it was done in the year 1817. 1817, due to the work of two scientists, their name Pelletier and Caveto. Due to the work of these two scientists, it was come to know that chlorophyll is a green color pigment which is present in the plant. So they extracted a green color pigment from the leaves and named it as chlorophyll. And the word chlorophyll also derived from a Greek. Okay, in Greek, chloros means green and leaf. Okay, so the word originated from the Greek. In Greek, chloros means green and phyllar means leaf. So that is nothing but the meaning of chlorophyll is a green color leaf. So who extracted the chlorophyll from the plants? Okay, Pelletier and Caveto in the year 1817 they extracted a green color pigment, so that is called chlorophyll. Then the next question, where do photosynthesis takes place? Then what is the exact location of chlorophyll? After the discovery of chlorophyll, it took nearly 6 decades. How many decades? 6 decades. It took 6 decades to discover where the exact location of chlorophyll is present. Okay, so it was done in the year 1883 due to the work of one scientist. His name is Julius Van Sachs. Okay. Julius Van Sachs found that chlorophyll is not spread in the entire surface of the leaf, rather than it is found in a special cell organelle that is called as chloroplast. There is one more scientist who extracted this chloroplast from the leaf. His name is Daniel I. Arnall. So in the 1954, so before the discovery of Daniel I. Arnall, so it was very difficult to break the cell. When the scientists are trying to break the cell, even chloroplasts also going to break down. So it is very difficult to learn more about this chloroplasts. So in the year 1954, Daniel I. Arnall was able to break the cell and successfully he isolated, nothing but separated the chloroplast from the cell, and it was helps to study more about this chloroplast in the laboratory. How do you prove that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis? Take two potted plants, one plant contains green color leaves and one plant contains variegated leaves. Keep the plant in sunlight for 3-4 hours. After the 3-4 hours, detach the leaf from both plants and test for starch. Then what is your observation? So this entire surface of the here one point we have to understand, where there is a green area, that area is convert more and more blue black color, and remaining also convert but little bit. The concentration of blue black color will be very less, okay, but here the concentration of blue black color will be more. Why this is? Because all the leaves carry out photosynthesis, okay, even different colors of leaves also carry out photosynthesis. Only the difference is the chlorophyll is present in a central layer, okay. Centrally chlorophyll is present in the different colored leaves. Over the green color chlorophyll, other pigments are present. They internally have chlorophyll. So these outermost colored leaf or the colored pigment capture the light energy and convert the light energy to chlorophyll. So they could also carry out photosynthesis. Internally they have chlorophyll, externally covered by other pigment. As we know that chlorophyll is one of the pigment. Then along with chlorophyll, there are some other pigments also present in the leaf. Let me see, this is the structure of the leaf, okay. So this is the green color leaf, okay. Where this chlorophyll is present, that is the question. This cutting is called vertical cutting, so this is called longitudinal section. If we cut the leaf horizontally, then we can call it transverse section. T is nothing but transverse section of the leaf. So cut the leaf horizontally. This is the leaf, this is the outer surface and lower surface. Now the question is, why outer surface of the leaf more green in color and more shiny compared to lower surface? The only thing is because in the outermost area more number of chloroplasts are present, hence it is more green and shiny. In the lower surface less number of chloroplasts are present and mostly stomata are present in the lower surface. Now let us cut the leaf horizontally. This is the leaf. Now take a thin section of the leaf and put on the slide, okay, not this leaf because it is large. Take a small leaf, cut horizontally with the help of a potato, okay, pith material, you can use as a pith material, and take a small slide, okay, section and observe under microscope. So if we see, so we can see this is the surface of the leaf, okay, where we have cut, okay. So this is the diagram. This is the diagram which shows the transverse section of the leaf. What is meant by transverse section? When we cut the leaf horizontally, when we see this is the upper layer and this is the upper layer and this is the lower layer and this is the lower layer. Okay, let's see. So this is the leaf. Generally, the leaf is covered by a membrane, okay, a thick layer which is hydrophobic in nature, which do not allow the water. So this thick layer which covers the outer surface is called cuticle. Immediately below the cuticle there is a layer called epidermis. We know that dermal tissue is present, okay, externally. So that is called upper epidermis. Similarly, lower surface also contain cuticle and lower epidermis. In between, in upper dermis and lower epidermis, whatever the region is present, that is called mesophyll. So this is the region which is called mesophyll. What the content present in the mesophyll? In the upper surface, a special tissue is present, that is called palisade parenchyma. What is that? Palisade parenchyma. And below the palisade parenchyma, we can see spongy parenchyma. So this palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma both are ground tissues. Which type of tissues? Ground tissues. We know that dermal tissue is completed, epidermal tissues. Plants have 4 types of tissues: meristematic tissue, dermal tissue, ground tissue, vascular tissue. Okay, so here it is a dermal tissue, upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Then this is the ground tissue. Bulk of the leaf also, bulk of the plant is occupied by ground tissue. So this is palisade parenchyma and remaining spongy parenchyma. These two together parts of ground tissue. Okay, right. In center, there is a vascular bundle. So this vascular bundle is formed by xylem and phloem. So this is the region of xylem and this is the region of phloem. Okay, so this vein, the vein which is coming form a central portion. So central portion in which vascular bundle is present. So it is carrying water, minerals, everything to the entire surface guarded by stomata, and the stomata contain guard cells. Which cells? These are the bean-shaped cells or guard cells which helps in the exchange of gases. Immediately behind the stomata there is a air space which temporarily air is stored here until it dissolves into the water. So this is the transfer section of the leaf. Now the question is, where chloroplasts are present? You can see here all the dots. Okay, spongy parenchyma, palisade parenchyma, spongy parenchyma, as well as in guard cells we can see dots. So each dot is each chloroplast. Okay, so this dot, what is the dots? These all dots are nothing but chloroplasts. So how many chloroplasts are present in each cell? So each cell, a single cell, for example this is the cell. So these single cells contain nearly 40 to 100. Okay, nearly 40 to 100 chloroplasts are present in each cell. So this is the transfer section of the leaf. So if we see here, this is the dot, a single dot. So this single dot, the diagram is this. Of course, it looks like a single dot, small dots. If we see under electron microscope, we can see the structure of the chloroplast. So it is a leaf, and it is a transfer section of leaf, and it is the chloroplast. Okay, so now we come to know where the exact location of chloroplast is present. Now let us discuss the structure of the chloroplast. So this chloroplast is a membranous structure. Chloroplasts are made up of 3 membranes. So externally, okay, the boundary of the chloroplast is formed by 2 layers. Okay, outermost layer and inner layer, and the innermost layer forms a stalked sac-like structure. Okay, so this stalked sac-like structure is called thylakoid, or it is also known as lamella. So the innermost layer forms a stacked sac-like structure. So that is called thylakoid or lamella. So we can see in some regions there is a group of thylakoids. Okay, like how we arrange the 1 rupee coins, 10 1 rupee coins in a bunch. So the structure is resemble like a pile of coin. So that region is called as grana. Okay, so grana is a group of or the bunch of thylakoid membranes. Okay, and for example, this is the thylakoid membranes. All the thylakoids make the grana. This is the grana, and the space present inside the space is called lumen. Okay, the remaining portion of the chloroplast, which is filled with a fluid, that is called stroma. So a fluid filled portion of the chloroplast is called as stroma. Okay, now if thylakoid is present in stroma, so this is called stroma thylakoid. If thylakoid is a part of grana, then it is called grana thylakoid. Where chlorophyll is present exactly? It is not spread in the total chloroplast. It is found only inside the thylakoid membrane. Chlorophyll is a green color pigment present in the thylakoid membrane, whether it is stroma thylakoid or grana thylakoid or grana. So chlorophyll is present in the membrane only, thylakoid membrane. Hence, where the chlorophyll is present, that is the region for the trapping of solar energy, light energy. So hence, light reactions of the photosynthesis occurs in the grana. Means other pigments also present. They broadly categorize it into 4 types: chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids. Chlorophyll A bluish green in color, chlorophyll B yellowish green in color, whereas xanthophylls yellow color and carotenoids, okay, yellow to yellow orange. So that is the color of the pigment. The important pigment is chlorophyll A. These 3 are accessory pigments. In chloroplast, there are nearly 250 to 400 pigment molecules are present. This all together called as light harvesting complexes. Very important question. What are light harvesting complexes? There are nearly 250 to 400 pigment molecules are present in the chloroplast. So they involve in capture of light energy. Hence, all together called as light harvesting complexes. There are 3 major events occurs in the chloroplast. So first one is the conversion of light energy to chemical energy, and the second one splitting of water molecule, and the third one reduction of carbon dioxide to produce carbohydrates. So these are the 3 major events occurs in the photosynthesis. Let us discuss about what is the mechanism of photosynthesis. So before going to learn, there is one important point. What the central atom present in the structure of the chlorophyll? That is magnesium. Okay, it is similar to a pigment which is present in the human beings. You know that is hemoglobin. In hemoglobin, that is iron, Fe+2. Okay, this is also an important point. Let us discuss about the light reactions and light independent reactions. So what are light reactions? So they are also known as light dependent reactions. They occur in the presence of light, hence the phase is called photosynthetic phase. Okay, it is also known as photosynthetic phase. Here light independent reactions occurs in the presence of enzymes, hence it is called biochemical phase. It is also known as biochemical phase or dark reactions. We can also call these reactions as dark reactions. Here one point we have to remember: dark reactions, that doesn't mean that they occurs only in the dark. They also occurs in the daytime, but all the reactions are independent of light. Okay, so it is better to call light independent reactions. So let us see what are light reactions and what are light independent reactions. In the old textbooks there are 3 steps are given, but as per new textbooks there are only 2 steps are given. Let me write here. Step 1, step 2. What happens in the step 1? So by observing light energy, chlorophyll is going to activate. This is normal chlorophyll and it is activated chlorophyll. Normal chlorophyll, activated chlorophyll. By observing light energy, especially that are called photons. Okay. So what are photons? Photons are the unit of light energy. A single unit of light is called as photon. By observing photons, chlorophyll is get activated. So that is the step 1. Once the chlorophyll is activated, in the presence of this energy, activated energy, water molecule is going to split. So that reaction is step 2. It is also known as photolysis. Water is going to break down as H plus and OH minus ion, hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ions. So this reaction was described by a famous scientist. His name is Robert Hill. Hence it is also known as Hill's reaction. It occurs in the presence of light, hence it is also known as photolysis. Reaction or photolysis. So we know that the word Greek word photo means light, lysis means breaking. So in the presence of light, water is going to break down, hence it is also known as compound, chemical compound, which immediately pick up the hydrogen ions and is going to convert into NADPH. Similarly, one more important compound also produced at the end of light reaction, that is called ATP. Okay, so finally at the end of light reaction, what the compounds we get? Hydrogen ions and NADPH and ATP. Even during the reactions, these hydroxyl ions are undergo further reactions. These hydroxyl ions produce water and as well as they release oxygen. So oxygen is produced as a byproduct during the process of photosynthesis. NADPH stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, whereas ATP stands for adenosine triphosphates. These two together called as assimilatory powers. Come to light independent reaction. This is a light independent reaction. It is also known as biosynthetic phase. What happens? The hydrogen ions which are produced in the light reactions are going to combine with carbon dioxide, which gives glucose C6H12O6. Now this glucose is going to store as starch. Okay, the hydrogen ions which are produced in the light reactions are combined with carbon dioxide, which reduce the carbon dioxide, and finally they are going to produce glucose. Now small glucose molecules together to form as starch, and which is going to store in the chloroplast. So that is the starch gain. Okay, even chloroplast also have its own DNA, and also it can able to produce the lipid molecules. These are lipids. Okay, so where light reactions are takes place, light reactions occurs in the grana, and these dark reactions occurs in the stroma in the presence of enzymes. Hence it is also known as biochemical phase or biosynthetic phase. It is also known as dark reaction. Not only this, it is not a simple step. There are several intermediary compounds are involved. Okay, so it is a series of reactions. It is not a single step. It is a series of reactions. Several intermediary compounds also involved. One of the intermediary compound is RUBP. Okay, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate is one of the intermediary compound. So at the end of light reaction, what we get? At the end of light reaction, we get glucose. What we get? We get glucose. So this is the process of photosynthesis. Okay, the further reactions, how the glucose is produced, you will learn in higher classes. Okay, so this is about the mechanism of photosynthesis, light reactions and light independent reactions. And one more important point, plant can able to survive in different range of conditions. So they may be survive in hot conditions and cold conditions, and high humidity conditions or very dry, extreme dry conditions. They can survive in bright light and even less amount of light also. Okay, even different plants need different amount of light. Some plants require more amount of light, some plants require very less amount of light. So that the need of light also varies from one plant to another plant. So thank you for watching this video. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and like, comment, share and do everything. Okay, so your subscription is very need to me because I can do more videos. Okay, so based on the number of subscribers and based on the comments, based on the likes, I can